Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 9th of February, 2025. An interesting streaming day. Let's talk about it. It was my return day for the week after having yesterday off. My return day after that crazy 100 goals celebratory marathon that we did on Friday night. And we had a lot to talk about. We recapped the marathon on the podcast and talked about how it looks like Onimusha Warlords will be a new ongoing playthrough of mine. I also told you guys how my neck still isn't recovered and I'm still getting different kinds of shooting pain in my shoulder and neck every single day. And that I actually got a special pillow. I think it's called, or it's an orthopedic pillow. I think it's orthopedic or orthopedic. It's one of those, but it's coming. It actually arrived today. And I'm going to sleep on it tonight and see if sleeping properly on a pillow with the correct support will actually help settle my neck back to where it needs to be. We also had a big segment talking about the PlayStation Network outage that happened over the last 48 hours and the repercussions it had, in my opinion, about these gaming networks of Xbox and PlayStation requiring you to have these networks and paying for them to play and have all these features. So that was the podcast. And then the first stream today was the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. In a nutshell, the graphics were outstanding on PC. It actually ran beautifully at 4K 60 frames per second on my PC. The gameplay elements were sound. I was switching between a ranged cannon and a hammer. There was 4 or 5 big variety of enemies in the in the beta that were very fun to fight against. I even did some online co-op, jumping in and out of missions and having people jump into my missions. It was good. The only bummer is people did not show up to support the stream. The number of viewers was roughly on average between maybe 300, 350 tops between both streams together. And basically, we were more than halfway through the stream with only about an hour to go, and we hadn't even hit halfway to the goal, and all of the contributions had come in during the podcast. No lie, $4 had come in during the game, and I'm like, for people who really asked for me to try Monster Hunter again a third time, it doesn't seem like many of you care. So a few other people did contribute, and by the end of the stream, we got about $100, but we didn't hit the goal. And quite frankly, it just didn't seem like a lot of people were engaged. Again, half the audience was saying they don't like this game and it's repetitive and grindy. And actually, it was, I want to say it was Mortarian, said, just so you know, when you play the real Monster Hunter game, it's not like this beta. In this beta, you're all good to go. But in the real game, you can only fight maybe 1 or 2 enemies, and then you have to level your equipment up. And to do that, you have to repetitively fight those same big monster enemies over and over to grind for components to level up your weapons and armor. If you don't, you can't beat any better enemies. So literally, the game is an endless loop of grind, and the reason people like it is because they team up with friends and parties, and it's more of a social aspect. But as for a solo grinding game, it's an insanely long grind, and it's probably not going to work for your streams or your audience. And I was like, then I guess we're not playing it, Number one, didn't get a lot of attendance, didn't get the support, and people are telling me it's not going to work for my stream types. Now, here's the thing. The game is great. Like, I'm not going to hate on the game. I think it's actually outstanding. It just sucks. It seems like it ain't going to work for me. But you check out the gameplay. It's about 2.5 hours of gameplay. It's live on the channel. Tonight in Street Fighter 6, the return of Mai Shiranui. And for the first hour, I at first had connection issues for about 20 minutes where my internet kept dropping out, and then it seemed to solidify and not have those issues anymore. So then I said, let's do some more, and I played for about a half an hour. I was on a tear tonight. I think someone was counting, and they were like, yeah, you're like 20-something wins and less than 10 losses. You're whooping everyone's ass with Mai. So basically, people were like, will you do your ranked placements tonight? And I said, I don't know. It doesn't seem to make much sense because the internet was bad. But I said, but if you support me, I will. So we did, and we hit my goal. I was like, well, you know what? I'll do it then. If the audience supported me, I'll go ahead and I'll do the ranked placements. I go to do them. And every single match in ranked that I played tonight started at 4 stars and during the match degraded to 3. When I told it to search only for 5-star matches, it wouldn't locate any opponents. What has happened in Street Fighter 6, the entire system has fallen apart because basically the player base has dipped. The game's almost 2 years old, and it will not locate anyone near you with a good connection anymore. So it's basically finding people, that have these weird fluctuating internet connections to me. And I didn't have a single match in ranked tonight that went well. They were all laggy. I'm not kidding. You just watch the footage and you'll see what I mean. It was constantly going up and down like this. Now, I actually did really good for the fact that I got screwed over several matches because of the internet. I still did really good, and I got the maximum possible rating with Mai and started off a 5-star diamond. And then I said, well, let's play a few more. Complete waste of time. Every single set that I tried to play after that was laggy, dropping, freezing, skyrocketing in ping. It was a nightmare. And I said, I'm telling you guys it's ranked. Because when we were playing in casual earlier tonight, we weren't having this issue. And everyone's trying to give me crap like, oh no, it's it's your internet. So I said, to end the night, we're gonna do one match of ranked. We did one match of ranked, 4 bars green, no drops in internet, completely smooth, and I dominated the Ryu, and that was the end of the night. So basically, casual play is where it's at in Street Fighter 6. It looks like the ranked play is almost unplayable at this point. Insanely bad, laggy, dropping connections, which is sad. I did have 5-star diamond, but then I literally couldn't win a single set after because every game was laggy. Again, you can see it for yourself if you watch the footage from tonight. Very unfortunate because it seems like moving forward, the game cannot be played competitively online anymore. They've ruined it. They should have been updating the infrastructure. They should have prepared for a smaller player base. They apparently did not. So now the game is pretty much a waste when it comes to actual competitive play. Now, casual is fine. So we're going to continue to play it. I want to play more with Mai. I would like to get Mai to master. I just don't know how I will ever do it with connections like that. So I guess we'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, we hit the goals. We're now at 8 out of 10 goals. We only need 2 more for DSP tries at Arby's. Hopefully we can hit it tomorrow, and then we can maybe do Arby's on Tuesday. Would be great, okay? So thank you all for a great streaming day. I'm out of here. Everyone have a good night. Tomorrow, 2 streams. The first one will definitely be the conclusion of Dark Souls with mods. We only have Manus, well, the Chasm of the Abyss and Manus, and then we go to the Lord Vessel, go in there, final push to the final gauntlet of enemies, and then Gwyn, and I'm going to try to parry Gwyn to beat him. And that's it. So we're definitely beating that on the first stream. The latest stream, I want to say it's Call of Duty. I want to play Call of Duty. I'm craving it, but my neck and shoulder is still messed up. And I'm nervous doing a mouse and keyboard stream like this with my neck and shoulder messed up might not work. So let's see how I feel. I'm going to be sleeping on this orthopedic, I don't know, oreoscopic neck and back specific pillow to try to help people with back and neck issues, which I have. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. If I feel good, we'll do Call of Duty. If not, I'll let you know early, and we'll do an audible, whether that be a chill stream like Balatro, or whether we do something different. We'll see. All right, but we'll figure it out tomorrow. Everyone have a good night. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow. Peace out.